Rolling. Oh,
We are
guys.
live. Good evening, everybody. We are
Good
live.
evening.
Good evening, good
My
evening,
man.
good evening, and welcome to this live section. Good evening, everyone. Wherever you are watching us up from, good evening. I greet you all according to your time. My name is Evelyn, and I'm a business mentor. And I have with me my special lady. This lady is so amazing. She's the one that is backing me up in this business, and she's the one that brought me in. So her name is Lillian. Welcome, Lillian, to the to the hotspot. She's going to be answering
Thank
some
you.
questions for us this evening. Thank you so much, ma, for joining me this evening, for assisting me, for all your help throughout this business. And you are still there anyway. Thank you so much. So I'm not going to take much of your time because we're very busy. She's a busy woman. She's a business entrepreneurship mentor. And Sister Lilian, can you just introduce yourself to the people watching, or who may be
Thank
watching us
you.
later?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you very much for that lovely introduction. I am just doing my best. Oh no, everything is down to you, Mama Evelyn. It has nothing to do with me. Uh, but for the benefit of those that are watching us this evening, my name is Lillian. I'm a data analyst by profession. Yes, I look at numbers. I crunch the numbers. I'm big data heavy.
Wow.
So I do that for my day job. And alongside that, I'm a mom. I have two children. I'm lucky by the grace of God to be blessed by one of each, so a boy and a girl. And I'm also a digital business mentor. And I just basically help people who are really interested and willing to start and set up their own digital business. And I provide mentorship and guidance along their journey. So that's me in a nutshell. Oh, I forgot to add, oh, I'm married, but of course that will be obvious because I'm married. So yes,
Thank you
that's
so
me. Thank
much.
you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma. As you all know, my own name is Evelyn, and I'm known as Evelyn Innovation. I also, she brought me to this business few months ago, if I'm not mistakenly, but she has really done a lot for me. I never believe I'll be sitting here, wherever you are. I am the most. I can't believe myself anyway, but I'm doing it. My name is Evelyn, as I said, and I'm a mom of three beautiful children. I'm a healthcare by profession. I've been working in the healthcare setting for more than 20 years now. So, and I'm getting older. When I saw this business, I said, let me just, I never know if it's going to work out anyway, because I never believe in anything on the social media. But I said, let me just give it a try. Life is just a try. If we, where we are, but we don't know where we'll become. Everything in life, up to the age we are in now, is a risk. So let me just give in and see. So then I contacted her, and she contacted me. So she's a real person. Okay, then we start from there. She is so patient with me. I wish all of you can help me applaud her. She's no, she have all the patience in the world. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. So
Ah,
you're on the hotspot this evening.
I am in the
I'm,
hot.
yeah, on the
Now
hotspot.
I'm
I'm
shaking.
going to
I'm
be interviewing you. Yeah, about uh about the business, the ups
yes.
and downs. What's how you are able to overcome challenges. I want you to just enlighten me and also people that are watching who are still a bit unsure if this business is real, or maybe we are faking it or something there. We are real people. Real people, real people. So she's going to be answering some questions. I believe you learn one or two things. Yeah. So the first question, Mark, I'm going to be asking you is what made you to start this business?
Ooh. Righty ho.
Yes.
Okay. What made me start this business? Very interesting question. Yes, there were so many things. There were two things for me. I always say this. A couple of years ago, I think that was right in the middle of the pandemic, 2020, 2021. We were all stuck indoors. So
Definitely.
when you're at home like that, you suddenly realize how much attention you pay to some things that you would normally ignore when you're not usually at home. So I was watching TV after work with my husband, and there was this advert that popped up on the screen, which was basically cruise holiday. I said, wow, this is interesting. So the next thing that came to my mind was, what kind of people go on cruise holidays? Because I was seeing 2 weeks away. I'm thinking, what kind of work do you do that will give you 2 weeks that you can go on cruise holiday? So I looked at the demographics on the advert of the people that were on that cruise, and I discovered that they were mainly retirees. So I said, oh,
Mm.
wow, this is something to look forward to. Me and my husband can go cruising. At least the children wouldn't need us much by then. They will be fine. And then I looked at the small print. There was always small print, and one of the things that
Definitely.
it puts yeah, it said like 2,500 per person per night. I'll be something.
Mm.
I can't remember it's PPP. I said, oh, for the whole 2 weeks, so 2,500 per person. And I'm like, so for a 2 weeks trip, two of us, it will cost us £5,000. Interesting. And I chuckled and I said, well, after all, what am I working for? My pension will pay
Mm.
for it. Ah, but that thing did not leave my mind. So because of that, the next time I went into the office and I had a moment, I tried to look at my pension. Hey, when I looked at the thing, fear catch me. I said, what is this? No, what is this? What this thing cannot even afford. I can't even afford to pay for even a meal if I'm going to, continue like this. What? I thought I'm not understanding it. I started asking questions. And one of the things, the feedback I got was, oh, you still have a lot of years to work, so it will become bigger. I'm like, okay, let's do the maths. I'm an analyst, so
Mm.
I did some extrapolation and I said, okay, even if I'm going to work for the next 25 years, how much is it going to amount to? And that was the changing point for me. I'm like, no, 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 no. If this is what is going to be, I cannot do this
Mm.
for the next 25 years, because what is the essence? That's the question I was asking myself. What's the point? So I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I have to do something different. It was in that time I discovered that even my state pension, with HRC, for those of us in England, that no matter how long you work for, there is a cap on the weekly pension you will get. And when I checked, it was telling me £222 a week. And I'm like, £222 a week in 25 or 30 years' time will be like £10 because of inflation. So I
Mm.
said, no, this cannot be life. This cannot be it. There has to be a better way out of this cycle. So then I started to kind of like look for what to do. Not only that, that period, I don't know for others, but for me, it really changed my viewpoint about life, because many people, suddenly their life was cut short because of the
Down.
pandemic. And one
Mm.
question I kept asking myself was, if I find myself on my, deathbed today, will I say I have lived, or will I say I have just passed through? So
Mm.
this question really got me thinking. And by the time I did my own innermost reflection, I knew I've not lived. I've just been existing. I needed to live life. So these two reasons made me feel, you know what? You need to find something to do. And then by the grace of God, my mentor, my own mentor is another story on its own. But let's just say the rest is history. We met each other again, emphasis on again, and then I just started the business. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start, because I know that my current income will not give me the life I'm looking forward to when the time for retirement comes.
Wow.
Then of
Wow.
course, I also
Wow.
wanted time for my children, promotion. Even
Mm.
as I was getting promoted at work, my time, I was time poor. I was very time poor. The more you rise through the ranks, the less time you have. They will suck it
Definitely.
out from you. Yeah. So those were my
Definitely.
reasons. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ma. I believe that reason you gave us, majority of people have that reason. For me, it's almost similar, you know, but that reason is a very brave one you took, and that helped you through. So if you're out there and you're working, please look into your pension and see what will happen when you get old. Or, for example, if you can't even work anymore, it's good to find out these things. Check if something happen. What would be the what will you live with? What will help you? As my mentor have stated. So it's good to have a look. Have a look at
Mm.
your pension. Have a look. It's like it's called smart future. Look into your future and see, especially if you have children as well. If they are going to school, their college fee, how will you cope? So thank you so much, Ma. That's very, very enlightening and encouraging, and giving us a hope to continue, and other people that are watching. So number two question is coming on the way. So what was the hardest hardest thing when you started this business?
This thing I'm doing, honestly, I can't believe I'm on camera now and I'm talking like as if I've been on camera like a professional. I mean, it's a learning process. I'm learning every day. But for me, the hardest thing about starting this business was the realization that I needed to come out more on social media. That was big for me because prior to the business, I wasn't on social media. Like I just had the Facebook page. That's the much I had. And I was just
Mm,
using it to keep in touch with family, but not that I will come out and be making comments or posting. No. So that was hard. That was very hard for me. But I had to ask myself a question. I said, who is the person that is wearing the shoe and where is it pinching?
mm,
It's not as if I come out, the world will collapse. Some people may not even
no,
recognize me. Nobody will know me. I'm just going to do what I have to do. It will take some learning to get better. And I think for me, it was a case of how I'm not very good. How can I come out? I don't know what to say, So, but thank God for our training. I was able to go through the training and it kind of like gave us steps on how to kind of like come out, especially if you haven't come out before. So, gradually, I started making an attempt, and yes, and yeah, that's how I came out on social media. And I realized that, to be honest, no one is really looking at me like that. It's not
yeah,
that deep. But it was hard. It was big. That was the biggest shift for me. Yes.
wow. I think I'm in your shoe as well. That one. I feel I prefer to do a very hard job than facing camera as me. I remember the first time I started, I was sweating. I was like really
Don't worry.
shaking. How am I going to cope? But here I am, I'm doing it.
Of course you
So
are.
if you're
Well
out there,
done.
you can do it, okay? Don't be scared. Don't be like you are not a social media person, or you are not computer learning. I believe we all have brain, and when we are all born, we came with empty brain. So every day you learn, you stop, you learn, you stop, you learn, you stop. That's how you become who you are, your personality. And you go to school to get knowledge as well. You stop. So our brain is full of different sections that we can store things. So a research showed that part of our brain that we are using is not even half of what we have. It's like memory stick or whatever. So you can still develop your brain. So doing this business is one of the advantages, developing your brain, developing the particular area of your brain.
In fact, if there's something that as this thing you said there is really true. As part of senior management at work, I went on a training a couple of years ago, and one of the things that was emphasized to us, especially as leaders in our different parts of the world jobs, was that it's easy for you to get stuck in the familiar,
Mm,
but one of the problems, one of the challenges of being stuck in the familiar is that you don't exercise your brain. Because when, as you said, muscle memory, when you've done things over and over and over and over again, you don't need to think it too deep about it. So one of the advices that was given to us was that try something new, because it is one way to prevent dementia. When you don't exercise your brain muscle, you are more prone to dementia. It doesn't mean you would have it. It's just saying that you are more prone to it. So
mm.
the encouragement is exercise your brain. Do something completely different from your usual so that your brain is constantly being exercised. And that way you are reducing the risk of dementia. So that's on a side note anyway. But it's that thing you said about muscle memory that made me think about it. So people, if you're watching and you think, oh, I have no knowledge, I don't know what to do, don't worry. You will learn. It may take time, but you will learn something. And that's you developing your brain muscles again because you are so comfortable with your familiar that you feel like you can't do something different. But you can. You have the capacity. The brain is the most powerful muscle in the body.
Thank you so much, Ma. As I said, I'm a healthcare professional as well. And I have seen dementia is really bad. I
Mm.
have seen the beginning, and I've also seen the end. I've worked with client service user or something who have dementia. If you can do anything to prevent it, I believe it's worth trying. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
so this business is not only particularly, it have all benefits in one package. You will learn, you will earn, it will preserve your brain for future. Nobody want to get dementia, but people have it. I know they are human as well. It's not easy. They didn't plan for it. It comes suddenly. But if the doctor gave you prescription of something, for example, if you have diabetes and he said don't do this, don't do that, you have to stay by the rule. You have to stay within the rules and regulations so that you don't the medication will work for you, the insulin will work for you.
Mm.
So as a dementia, if we have something that will help us generation, because every the world is working hard, the IMO is working hard to make sure they cut down on different diseases. They are working on medicine, new medicines are coming out. So brainstorm is the one of the best one for dementia. So this business can help you as well to learn new things. I know it's not easy. I'm being honest. It's not going to be easy, but you are worth it. It's worth it. It's worth
Yep.
trying.
It is what.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Ma. Thank you. So the next one, I'm not going to take much of your time because I know you're a very busy woman. So the next one is how the next question I have for you, Ma, is how did you keep going in this business and also doing your full time as a mom? And how did you keep going when things are tough, when challenges come? How did you keep going? How did you manage it?
Well, there's this. I'm trying to think of this proverb. So there's this thing they say. Whether you are if, being poor is a problem.
Mm,
It's a, sorry. There's a way they say it. Something like choose your heart. Like if you know if you don't have money, that's a problem. But if you
mm,
also have money, they say it's a problem. So which one would you rather be? Choose the one you choose which side you will be on. So the way I looked at it was this. Yes, it's going to require my time investment, of which I was struggling with time already, right? And it's part of the reason why I chose to do an online business. I explored other options, but
mm,
I knew other options would require my physical presence, and that was what I didn't have. So I chose to do an online business because of the flexible pattern. I
mm,
can it's on 24/7, so I can do it anytime. But one thing I started doing was when I decided I was going to start my own online business, I decided to use my train journey time to work to do my business. So, but door to door, it takes me an hour and a half to get into the office and then another hour and a half to come back from the office. And that was my window of opportunity. So when when you're trying to do something new, yes, you can sit down and think of 100 reasons why you shouldn't do it, but you can also sit down and think of 100 reasons why you should do it and how you can do it. I always
mm,
believe that where there is a will, there is a way. Once you have the thing in your mind and you are dead sure in your heart that this is what you want to do, you will make time. Because let's face it, the Bill Gates of today, the Warren Buffett of today, the Mark Zuckerberg of today, they don't have extra hours in the day. It's the same
mm,
24 hours we all have,
mm,
right? So it's about prioritization. So I had to try to prioritize. I cut down on watching movies. I can't remember the last time I sat down to watch television. I just can't. I cut down on watching movies as well. I tried to use pockets of time. Like now I'm here. That's because one of my children is in her activity. I'm using this time now to do something about the business. So it's about just trying to find opportunity or time when it feels like there is no time. There are days that is difficult, but what do? You move on
mm.
and move. It's consistency that matters. Just keep going. No matter how little it is you spend, no matter how much little time you spend, just make sure you keep going and don't give up on yourself. And that's it. So that's how I manage things when things are going tough and the time. It's difficult because you have to allocate time to everything. A mother, a wife, a career professional, running your own business, a sister, an uncle, a auntie. It's plenty. What do you do now? You prioritize. Simple.
Yes, ma. Thank you so much. I want to say a big hello to our Sister Bamba who is watching us from UK. Thank you so much for joining us, Sister Bamba. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate. Thank you. And every other person will be joining us later or watching the replay. Thank you so much. Hope you have learned one or two things. But my final question to my great mentor here
Yes.
is, which advice, simple advice, will you give to people who is wishing to be in our position to start this business? Maybe they don't have any money, or maybe they don't have the time, or maybe they are not camera professional or high tech. Maybe they don't know anything. What advice, simple, humble advice, will you give to such a people?
Okay. Thank you so much for that question.
Thank you, ma.
Listen and listen. So if you are very much interested in doing something for yourself, but you are scared, like as
Mm.
Evelyn has said, you don't have the tech skills, don't worry. See, I'm going to use Mama Evelyn as an example. And I'll use her as an example, but it's the honest truth. You see, everything that is happening here today, she did it all by herself. And let me tell you, that is from someone that didn't even know where A was on the keyboard. I'm proud of her because it has been a journey of learning, but she's here today and she's growing and she's progressing. Because the only reason why that is happening is because she gave herself a chance. And I'm encouraging you today to give yourself a chance because you are worth it and you can do it. It's all in your mind. Your mind is playing games with you, telling you you can't do it, but you can. You just don't know you have it in you. So, in regards to tech skills, don't worry, we have training, and then you also have support. Okay. With regards to you don't have any money, all I will say is this: the wealthy do not use their own personal money to build their wealth. You just have to try to be resourceful. In regards to time, what is important to you, you will make time for it, no matter how
Definitely.
little. No matter how much little time you spend, if the goal is onwards and upwards, you will find time.
Mm.
And the beauty of this business is this: it is running 24/7. Some
Mm.
people can sacrifice 1 hour of their sleep time. That's what some people do. Let's say they sleep for 8 hours. They say, okay, throughout the day, I didn't have time. 1 hour, I would cut down on my sleep by 1 hour so that I can spend it on my business. Because the truth is, when this business starts to, when you've set everything up, you can relax because you know that you've set it all up. But the key is in the setting it up, right? So you would always be resourceful. You can always be resourceful. It's all about you. So if you are
Mm.
here today and you're sitting and you're saying we are just talking nonsense, that's fine. But if in your heart you know that you want a change for yourself, then you
Mm-hmm.
want to come and check us out. Really. Mama Evelyn is her website is there. Visit her website, register, sign up, follow the process. We're people of system, we're people of process. We don't jump steps. You also have to be willing to learn. And in the process of learning, you need to be able to follow simple instructions, step by step, detailed instructions. That is the only way you can get clarity. And then once you don't even need 100% clarity. As long as you get that clarity within yourself, you've done your due diligence, you can proceed to the next step. Okay? Do yourself and give yourself the best gift of 2026. Start today so that next year you will be somewhere that your goals will be probably achieved. You don't know. But if you don't start, how will you know? So
No
my
problem.
advice is this: do not delay. Take action today, this minute, now, because action takers are millionaire makers. That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you. You are full of wisdom. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you.
No problem
So
at all. Thank
I
you
think
for
we
having
would
me.
like to end it here because we are conscious of our time. We are all time. Our time, we budget our time as,
Yes.
as a
Yeah,
budget.
absolutely.
So I would like to end it. We'll continue from here next week as well. But for now,
Yeah.
we have other things that needs our attention. So thank you so much. As you can see on my website, I have my website there. And also in my website, I have my phone number if you like to chat me up But before you do that, I am asking or also pleading with you, you need to watch the video, the webinar on my page, then sign on before you text me. They will pick it up from there. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, will be watching us later. Thank you. Please don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take a bold step in your life. I am so happy I took this step because I'm not stuck on my phone. I'm not stuck on watching TV. I'm stuck on developing myself every day. We are all getting older. Why don't you do something to live for your children? And do you know the beauty of this business is transferable? Your children can inherit it. You can give it to your children, and
Yeah.
it's working 24/7 for you. You can do this business all over the world. We are linked all over the world. We have a great community, you know. Thank you so much. I wish you all a very, very lovely evening. And my great mentor here, our website is there also if you like to follow her
Yeah.
as well. She's lovely. She have all the patience in the world. Me, I was like, you do know, I don't know if you're familiar with the Bible, whoever that is here. Doubting Thomas when Jesus died. So when they say, "Oh, Jesus has risen," and they say, "I won't believe until I push
Until
my
I
hand
see.
in, I see him, and I push my hand in the hole." I was that kind of a person. I'm even praying, I say, God Almighty, please forgive me. I beg her sometimes. I know I was to her, but she is a great mentor. Thank you so much, ma. God bless
Thank
you.
you
God
so
bless
much.
you,
I'm
ma.
just trying
I
my
would like
best.
to end it. I'd like to end
Yeah.
it this evening. And if you have any question, please leave it down. We'll answer it. We'll definitely answer your question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye for
Bye.
now.
Bye.